So day 13 of NaNoWriMo, I think. You would think that since I'm doing these every day, I would actually be able to keep track of the dates and not second guess myself so much, but no. Still totally confused about what day it is, what day of the week. Is it Monday? I think it might be Monday. I don't even know. Anyway, I have not started writing yet. But I did edit a decently sized chapter of Blood and Bone 4, which I have not been keeping up on my goals for editing. I wanted to be editing like a chapter a day. That has not happened. So I did edit a chapter very late last night, which is great. But overall, I'm very behind on that goal. I don't know if I'm going to try to do 2,000 words today or if I'm only going to do like 1,700, 1,800. I want to write, but I'm also not like super in the mood to write just because I feel like I should do more editing, to be honest. But before I do that, I'm going to play some Hearthstone. I blame the new WoW expansion announcement. Not that I play. I haven't actually played WoW since the launch of Warlords of Draenor. I bought it, played it for about an hour, returned it, and canceled my subscription. But I get excited every time they have a new expansion announcement just because I do still have a place in my heart for WoW. I just don't want to play Warlords of Draenor so much that I'm not willing to play through it to get to the newer expansions. So, yeah. But Hearthstone kind of like satisfies that WoW nostalgia for me. So anyways, I'm going to play a little bit of that, I think, and then we'll see what I get started on. So today is a really good example, I think, of what you can do even when you don't want to write. Because let me tell you something, I suspected I wasn't going to want to write today, and I really didn't. And it took a lot of psyching up to get me to do any writing. And then in the end, I wrote 2,000 words, right on schedule. So my total word count is just over 26,000, like 26,200, and I'm still on track, even though I really didn't think I was going to get much written today. And this is how I did it. So obviously I've kind of got this 2,000 word goal because I want to keep staying ahead of schedule, and I want to keep that cushion so that when I have a really bad day where I don't want to write, I don't fall behind. But I went ahead and I told myself, you know what, just set a smaller goal and just get that goal done. And that's all you have to do. Like, that's your bare minimum. So I told myself I'd write to the next whole 5-digit number, which was 800 words, which is fine. Like, that's not too much. And really, that would only take like 25 minutes to do if I was focused. But instead of setting a 25-minute timer, I set a 30-minute timer, and I said, you don't have to try to write as fast as possible. You just have to try to get this 800 words written. So I wrote for that half hour. I made really good progress. And I said, well, what if you just tried to write a little bit more? And so I set myself a 15-minute timer, and I wrote for those 15 minutes. And by that point, I was really into the scene, and I just wanted to keep writing the scene. So I ended up writing for like another 15 minutes after that, roughly. I wrote for like just under an hour today to finish the scene. And that got me to 2,000 words. Because at that point, I was like also so close to 2,000. I was like, it'd be ridiculous not to just hit my 2,000 goal since I'm practically already there. And I did it. I definitely didn't predict that I would. But I also didn't stress out about it. I gave myself like the mental permission not to hit 2,000 words if I needed to today. And just doing that relaxed the pressure of getting something written so that I could do a little writing and know that if that's all I wanted to do after I was done, then I was done. But it worked out really well in the opposite direction. So I think there are going to be days where you don't want to work on your book. And there are going to be days you don't want to make your word count. And some of those days, you just have to like put your foot down and say, no, you're going to meet that word count. But then other days, it does work to give yourself permission to like chill out, especially if you've been working really hard consistently. Usually I try to take one day off in a 7-day period So I'll write for 6 days and then take the 7th one off. You know, whatever day of the week that happens to be. And this would have kind of been that day if I'd wanted it to be. I'm also really into this short story that I'm working on, and I'm really close to the end. I'm not at the end. I want to say I'll finish it tomorrow. It's not a short story anymore. Well, I mean, it technically is a short story, but it's like 14,500, and I definitely have more than 2,000 words, probably more than 3,000 words left on it. So it's like getting into novella territory. That's the other thing. Like, I'm so close to the end. I don't want to lose my momentum on it. I do want to keep pushing forward to try to finish it. However, once it's done, I'm thinking I might take a couple of days off from writing just because I have so much editing to do. I'm going to need to edit this short story too. I'm so far behind on the Blood and Bone editing, and I really want to catch up on that. Also, I got all those history books from the library, a couple days ago. Last week? First week? I don't even know when I checked those out. Whenever I check those out. I still have all those I want to read. Also way behind on reading Artemis, which I need to read and do a review of. So just, there's so many other things that are like non-writerly things that I've totally put on the back burner that I really want to do. So maybe if I can like push myself to keep working on the short story and not have like a low writing day until it's done, then that'll be fine. Because I still don't know exactly what I'm going to work on next for my next project. Anyways, let me know down below how you did on day 13 of NaNoWriMo, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.